Have you ever been surprised by a dog that suddenly growled, snapped, or lunged at someone or something seemingly harmless? You might be thinking, but my dog is friendly. The truth is, many signs of aggression in dogs are subtle, and if you miss them, it could lead to dangerous situations. Today, we're going to reveal 3 aggressive dog signs you probably missed, starting with the ones that are easiest to overlook, but most important for keeping everyone safe. Sign 1. Subtle body tension. Most people associate aggression with snarling, barking, or biting, but in reality, dogs often give warning signs long before reaching that point. One of the earliest indicators is subtle body tension. A dog showing tension may have stiffened legs, a rigid tail, or a raised hackle, the hair along their back. They might hold their head slightly lower or stare intensely at a person, another dog, or even a specific object. To the untrained eye, it can look like nothing is wrong, but tension is a silent red flag. Why does this happen? Dogs communicate primarily through body language. Tension is a way of saying, "I'm uncomfortable" or stressed. Ignoring it can escalate the behavior. For example, a dog might freeze and stare at a delivery person before lunging if approached too quickly. By recognizing tension early, you can intervene calmly, prevent escalation, and maintain trust. How to spot it. Watch for stiff, immobile posture. Notice if their tail is held high and rigid or tucked tightly. Look at the ears. Are they pinned back or standing unusually upright? Check the eyes. A hard, fixed stare or whale eye showing the whites is a warning. Sign 2. Growling and subtle vocalizations. Many dog owners dismiss growling, thinking their dog is just playing or being dramatic. However, growls are often a clear warning that your dog is uncomfortable or setting a boundary. Not all growls are loud or menacing. Some are quiet, short, or accompanied by slight lip lifting or teeth showing. Why do dogs growl? It's their way of communicating discomfort, fear, or frustration. Ignoring these vocal cues is like ignoring a car horn. You might regret it when the situation escalates. You might notice subtle variations, a soft, low rumble when someone touches their food, a brief growl when a stranger approaches the door, a low, throaty sound when a dog is startled during play. These small vocalizations are early warning signals. Reacting calmly and redirecting your dog can prevent full-blown aggression. Remember, punishment or yelling often makes the problem worse. It increases stress and can trigger more aggressive responses. Sign 3 preview, teaser for part 2. There's a third, often overlooked sign that can be the most surprising of all because it doesn't look aggressive at all, but it's one of the strongest indicators that your dog could lash out. This one involves a change in behavioral patterns and interactions, and it's what many owners miss until it's almost too late. We'll cover that in part 2, along with tips on how to manage these behaviors safely, so stay tuned. Closing hook for part 2. Remember, the key to a safe, happy relationship with your dog isn't fear or control. It's observation and understanding. The more you notice these subtle signs, the better you can prevent dangerous situations. In part 2, we'll dive into that last aggressive sign and provide practical steps you can take today to keep your dog and everyone around them safe. In part 1, we talked about subtle body tension and growling or soft vocalizations as early warning signs of aggression in dogs. These cues are often overlooked, but recognizing them early can prevent dangerous situations. Today, in part 2, we'll cover the third sign, the one many owners completely miss, and dive into practical strategies to manage aggressive tendencies safely. This third sign is sneaky because it doesn't always look like aggression at first glance. Instead, it shows up as changes in behavior or patterns. Your dog may suddenly avoid certain people or places they previously loved, snip or snap at a dog they normally play with, become unusually possessive over toys, food, or even a spot on the couch, exhibit sudden bursts of hyper-alertness or irritability. These behavioral shifts can be subtle at first. A dog might freeze when you approach their bed, growl slightly when you take away a toy, or bark at visitors they normally greet calmly. While it might seem minor, this pattern of changes can indicate underlying fear, pain, or stress, and can escalate into aggression if ignored. Why it happens. Dogs don't act aggressively for no reason.
Behavioral changes often signal fear or anxiety. They feel threatened, even by something seemingly harmless. Resource guarding. They may protect food, toys, or even your attention. Pain or illness. Physical discomfort can make even the calmest dog reactive. Recognizing these changes requires close attention. Owners who know their dog's normal behavior are more likely to spot warning signs before incidents occur. How to respond. Observe without punishing. Never punish your dog for growling or snapping. It communicates discomfort, not defiance. Punishment can increase fear and escalate aggression. Remove triggers safely. If your dog becomes reactive around the doorbell or certain visitors, manage the environment first. Keep them in a separate room or behind a baby gate while you introduce new situations gradually. Redirect attention. Use toys, treats, or commands to shift their focus when you notice early signs of tension. This prevents escalation and teaches them safe ways to cope. Consult a professional. A certified dog trainer or behaviorist can identify triggers and design a personalized plan for your dog. This is especially important for dogs with repeated aggression. Red flags to watch out for. Sudden lunging at familiar people or dogs. Biting that occurs without warning. Aggression during handling, such as nail trims or grooming. These are not just behavioral quirks, they are serious safety concerns. Early intervention can prevent accidents, protect others, and improve your dog's quality of life. Training and prevention tips. Positive reinforcement. Reward calm, non-aggressive behaviors consistently. Gradual desensitization. Slowly introduce triggers in a controlled environment. Mental and physical stimulation. Dogs with pent-up energy or boredom are more likely to show irritability or reactive aggression. Teaser for Part 3. In Part 3, we'll explore real-life examples and stories that illustrate these 3 aggressive signs in action. We'll also provide a step-by-step plan for recognizing, managing, and preventing aggression before it escalates. You'll walk away with actionable tips you can implement immediately to create a safer and happier environment for your dog and everyone around them. Closing hook. Remember, aggression isn't about being bad or stubborn, it's about communication. Dogs are constantly sending messages, and the earlier you catch them, the safer and stronger your bond will be. Don't miss Part 3. This is where everything comes together with practical, real-world guidance. So far, we've covered subtle body tension, growling and soft vocalizations, and behavioral changes and triggers as the 3 key signs of aggression in dogs. By now, you understand that aggression isn't random. It's a form of communication. In Part 3, we're going to bring these signs to life with real-world examples and give you a practical plan to prevent aggression, keep everyone safe, and strengthen your bond with your dog. Real-life examples of aggression signs. Subtle body tension in action. Imagine a dog named Max. He's usually calm when visitors come over, but one afternoon, Max's tail stiffens, his hackles rise, and he freezes as a neighbor approaches. His owner didn't notice these small cues and reached out to pet him anyway. Max lunges and snaps, not because he's mean, but because his warning signs were ignored. Recognizing subtle tension would have allowed the owner to redirect Max with treats or a calm command, preventing a bite. Quiet growling, escalating. Sasha, a small terrier, has always been vocal but never aggressive. One day, her owner tries to take a toy from her while she's chewing. Sasha emits a low, barely audible growl. The owner laughs it off, thinking she's just being playful. Moments later, she snaps at the hand. This shows how ignoring small vocal cues can escalate into aggression, especially when dogs are protecting resources. Behavioral changes overlooked. Bella, a usually friendly Labrador, begins avoiding her favorite couch and growls when her owner approaches it. She also snaps at a visiting dog she normally plays with. Her owner initially thought she was being moody, but a vet visit revealed joint pain making Bella irritable. The behavioral change was a warning sign of discomfort and potential aggression. Once the cause was addressed, Bella's mood and safety improved. Step-by-step plan to prevent aggression. Observe and learn. Pay attention to your dog's baseline behavior. Notice how they act when calm, excited, or stressed. The more familiar you are with normal behavior, the easier it is to spot warning signs. Respond calmly. When you notice tension, growling, or behavioral changes, avoid punishment. Instead, redirect attention with toys or treats. Move your dog to a safe space. Speak in a calm, reassuring tone. Remove or manage triggers. Identify what causes stress or discomfort. For example, doorbells? Use a designated spot or crate. Food or toys? Manage sharing and supervision. Visitors? Slow introductions and controlled greetings. Positive reinforcement training. Reward calm, non-aggressive behavior consistently. Teach commands like "leave it" or "look at me" to redirect focus during potential triggers. Professional guidance. If aggression persists, consult a certified dog trainer or behaviorist. Professional intervention can address triggers safely, reducing risks and building confidence for both you and your dog. Key takeaways. Aggression is communication, not defiance. Subtle signs often come first. Don't wait for a bite to notice tension, growls, or behavioral changes. Early intervention prevents escalation. Recognizing the signs allows you to manage your dog safely and humanely. Bond through understanding. A dog that feels safe, understood, and supported is less likely to become aggressive. Closing thought. Aggression doesn't define your dog. It reveals their unmet needs or discomforts. By paying attention to these 3 aggressive signs, you're not just keeping people safe, you're also giving your dog a chance to thrive. Observation, patience, and consistent training create a stronger, happier, and safer relationship. Remember, your dog is always talking. You just need to listen carefully.